some movement.
Crawling, but moving.
We'll take it.
1 mile
little bit,
an hour.
but we'll take anything we can get.
I mean, at this point, after being nearly stationary for 18 hours, we'll take anything. And even if it's moving 1 mile an hour, we're going to continue to see it moving in that general direction to the northwest. We want it to move away from the Bahamas, right? Because they need a break. It's just been devastating for them, a nightmare, really. So let's get to the satellite image and show you that, as we're looking at the newest advisory, it is moving northwest so slowly at 1 mile an hour. You can actually see that slight jog to the northwest as we look at the latest satellite image, but it's still a Category 3, max sustained winds of 120 miles an hour, and it's located 110 miles east-northeast of West Palm Beach, Florida. There's a storm size. It continues to grow in size as expected, and hence the wind field as well, meaning that, we're dealing with the effects of Dorian being just to our east, and those gusty squalls will continue throughout the day today. And folks up and down the Florida coast will still need to keep an eye on this, because any little shift or wobble in that forecast track will determine the level of impacts with wind, rain, and storm surge, which is anticipated. So Category 3 Dorian likely just to the east of the Melbourne area here as we get into later tonight and into tomorrow morning, and then it could be just east of Daytona Beach, at least the core of it, as we head into tomorrow, Wednesday afternoon. By Thursday, could be just off the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, still a Cat 3. Category 2 Hurricane Dorian, potentially headed towards or near or making landfall here along the North Carolina coastline. That's certainly a possibility. There is a lot of uncertainty as to what will happen here as we get into Thursday and Friday, but we are seeing that it is likely going to move to the northeast. And folks along the mid-Atlantic, the northeast New England areas will also have to watch Dorian, possible Category 1 just offshore near this area of the U.S. and then eventually into the Canadian Maritimes. Computer models in agreement that Dorian is going to move northwest and generally north, and then eventually later this week into the weekend turn northeast due to a trough that's going to help to steer it hopefully away from the U.S. coastline. So hurricane warnings are in place for the Bahamas right now. We do have a tropical storm watch for Broward, hurricane watch for Palm Beach County and areas north of Palm Beach along the central and northeast coast of Florida here along the Atlantic. Hurricane warning is in place. Hurricane watch is in place for parts of the Georgia and South Carolina coast. Storm surge warnings and watches as well for the South Carolina, Georgia, and also central and north of Florida east coastline as we're seeing the potential for storm surge. Hurricane force winds extend out 45 miles and tropical storm force winds extend out 150 miles. Hence, as we head throughout the day today for us here in South Florida, sustained winds for Broward 25 to 30, gusts 40 to 50. Miami-Dade sustained winds 20 to 25. Gusts could range from 35 to 45 miles an hour. So through this evening, prepare for gusty rain, squalls, some lightning, and the slight risk of isolated tornadoes. For more on local impacts, we have meteorologist Steve Warren.
Yeah, we'll be watching real-time Doppler today. We know the storm staying off the coast. We know it's starting to move. What does that northwestern movement mean? Well, it means that wind speeds could increase a bit, but we'll continue to see these bands moving through the area like yesterday. And there's a storm way up here, and this goes all the way around and right through the Florida Straits and around Key West, getting a few showers moving in, and they continue to develop and pretty much go across the same area. Bands coming through parts of Palm Beach County and Broward County, and this is where you get the gust of wind, brief downpour, blinding rain if you're on the roadways there, and we'll watch the activity to the north. This is where we'll keep an eye on it here. Just up to the north, they'll move south across the area. A little farther north, there's a marginal risk for severe weather. We could just get a wind gust or two as these push through across the area. But that is the Doppler. Here is the wind speeds out of the west. They're blowing offshore. And they will continue to blow offshore. In fact, could go southwest. So there's still that risk for coastal flooding, but that's from the wave action there, from the swells that work their way down the coast. We're not seeing that onshore wind. We do see that gust of 20, 25, close to 30 miles an hour. Occasionally, they might be a little higher, possibly some tropical storm force wind gusts. These bands coming there off the storm, and it's actually picked up by the computer forecast pretty well. So how does it work out hour by hour? Well, it does pick up that a storm moving off to the northwest. The band's continuing to push through the area, off and on squalls with wind gusts, and that continues today. Maybe peaks overnight or later this afternoon. Overnight tonight, it lifts to the north, and that moisture trail is dragged north just a bit there. So we'll continue to watch that throughout the day tomorrow. Still could be seeing some gusty wind. Rough surf and rip current risk along with that coastal flood advisory. The forecast today, we'll talk about these squalls more to the north, stronger gusts with that west to southwest wind about 15 to 20, increasing a bit here throughout the afternoon and evening.